Sorry guys, the recording didn't quite go well at first. So here we are back, round 4. We were on the play, we mulligan, and our opponent mulligan as well. So what happened was I duressed our opponent. It's the only thing we had turn 1, and we had untapped lands for everything. So our opening hand was Bitter Blossom, Path, Duress, and 3 lands, and we scryed Virtue to the top. So I went turn 1 Duress, they had Stone Rain, their opening hand, plus a Forest, Arbor Elf, and then what you see here. So another Arbor Elf, Bloodblade, and Tracker. Those were their 6 hands. They bottomed their Scry because they mulliganed as well. So Duress only took the Stone Rain, would have rather take a Tracker or something like that, but that's fine. They played turn 1 Arbor Elf, I played turn 2 Bitter Blossom, and obviously thinking pretty good here. If I can just get Bitter Blossom and Intangible Virtue, then it doesn't really matter if Ponza just kills all my lands. Obviously, they don't have any more land destruction in their hand, and I think it would be too slow for them to draw too much to take us that much out of it, given we had 3 lands and we just drew a Marsh Flats our second turn. Or no, we drew a, I don't remember, I guess the Virtue that I topped that. Now I'm getting lost, confusing myself. Oh yeah, turn 2 we drew Marsh Flats, and now this is turn 3. So figured if I could get Bitter Blossom, then Virtue, then we'd be able to win. And that's what it's looking like. And this is now, they obviously went turn 2 Tracker, which I was kind of hoping for because I didn't want to path to exile the Arbor Elf. And again, hitting the Bloodbraid's not a huge deal. So now they have 1 unknown card that they drew on turn. I guess they drew a Wooded Foothills that I didn't know about. That's right. And they have 1 unknown card they drew on turn 2. So now we're going to have Bitter Blossom. I guess now we have a real question of, I guess Virtue doesn't do much yet, and they don't have any discard spells. So the question was, do we want to go Virtue and Path, or Virtue and Inquisition? But I think we may as well Inquisition and then Path the Tracker. Unfortunately, it's not a Thoughtseize, and we can't take Bloodbraid Elf, which is obviously a reason that we have more Thoughtseizes. But so be it. I guess this isn't the worst. I mean, wasn't going to do anything else later anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and do this now. Although it's kind of annoying. Well, they could play Bloodbraid Elf anyway, because between the Arbor Elf, Misty, Mountain, Forest, they'd be able to play Bloodbraid next turn anyway. So I'm not really giving them anything here, so that's fine. So basically, it will just come down to whatever they hit with Bloodbraid, and then our Intangible Virtue and Bitter Blossom combo. So we'll see. The life loss is going to be tough, because they're going to hit us, obviously. They might Molten Rain us later, and they do have things like Stormbreath Dragon, which I guess is less scary given the fairy tokens are black. Alright, so that's pretty nice for us. Like, obviously they get a chump blocker, but it's not a huge deal. Obviously Virtue would have allowed us to block there, but that's fine. Do I care about Ghost Quarter? Marsh Flats. I mean, I'd rather not take more damage than I have to. Like, Fetch Land basically is equivalent to like 1 more fairy token or 1 more turn, if that's what it comes down to with fairy tokens. So if I end up never playing this Marsh Flats, it's fine. Or never cracking this Marsh Flats, it's fine. So now basically we just want another Virtue, or ideally a Sorin, right, so we can gain some of this life back. Because I think we kind of have to block here. I think the way we lose this game is that Bitter Blossom deals us damage faster than we can win, and they go big with something like a Stormbreath or a Titan or something like that. What did they play? Molten Rain, sure. Well, here's a consideration. Do we want to take 2 a turn, but kill them a lot faster? I think we probably do. And obviously now if they draw more land disruption, then We can just Ghost Quarter to try to get our lands. It does make it annoying because it's going to keep us off something like Sorin. But I guess so be it. So they have 4 mana available to them and a clue, so 2 mana available to them. We'll be getting 4 power worth of flyers a turn at the expense of 2 life, though. So we'll see. Maybe this is a match for Auriok Champion. I haven't really thought of that, but it is possible because it blocks Inferno Titan and it just gains us some life, where like these games do end up doing that sometimes. This is a good draw, however. So like we said, another Virtue's good. And kind of have to chump? No, they don't. Okay. Alright, we may be able to pull this one out. Said Bitter Blossom Virtue's good against a deck like this. Double Bitter Blossom, Double Virtue is way better. But you see how it could be a scary clock, right? I mean, we're going on a 6 next turn, and you know, wouldn't have taken much to just double bolt us or something like that. Just gonna block 1. Obviously now it gives them a turn, but I think the long-term Tireless Tracker was gonna be, yeah, I mean, it just bought them a turn, basically. But I think that's okay. Sure. Yeah, I mean, at that point, I would have taken 4, and then he hits me for 3, and then I take 2 and I lose. So it was the correct play there. Landing's cool. I don't get to do anything with it, but I only have 2 creatures to attack with, but it does give me some life linking, which is nice. This doesn't trample. Oh, it can deal 3 damage to me now? That's kind of brutal. Oh, wow. Didn't even realize that. Alright, well, luckily we still win because they deal us 3, we go to 3, we take 2 from the Blossom, go to 1. They can obviously kill our lifelinker, but they have 0 cards in hand. We just need to do that. We'll do that just to be safe. And they're dead next turn. Cool. Okay. So there we would have flipped our landing, which would have been good and whatnot, but alright, maybe Champion's good. I don't really know here. I want Duress. I don't really want Inquisitions, I guess. Thoughtseize, like, their big stuff's all that matters, really, so maybe I just lose all the Inquisitions and see what happens. I will keep the Fatal Pushes. I'll keep all my threats. Collar. I'll just do Champion, I guess. Maybe Stony Silence for Tracker, but I'd rather just be able to kill the Tracker. Disenchant for Blood Moon is a consideration. Maybe Trinisphere they bring in sometimes. Or I could just do the Anguish Unmaking. Let's see if they have those. Surgical's not really a consideration. Thing of Disenchant could also be dead, and like the Anguish Unmaking might be good against a against those same cards, but also against Titan, not Storm Breath. Let's see if they have Storm Breath. They do. They have Storm Breath. 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 They have Storm Breath Well, maybe I do want disenchant. Although I do want something that can kill, like a tireless tracker could be annoying, obviously. I am on the draw. So maybe I lose. So yeah, I don't. Stony Signs is not a consideration here because I forgot about Blood Moon and Trinosphere. Blood Moon's not the worst. I think I do want Auriok Champions. Let's just do one disenchant. And maybe Bitter Blossom's too slow, so let's try this. Disenchant might be dead, and on the play I'll go the Anguish Unmaking here. I'll keep this, so basic plains, basic swamps, great. Now the question is, do I want to push this? I think I just do. Then we'll decide next turn what to do. Obviously basic swamp's annoying with Auriok Champion, but we didn't really have a choice with that. Alright, so that was a good move, definitely. Oh, Ghost Quarter's not bad. Okay. Go landing here. No Auriok Champion or Lingering Souls next turn. Probably Souls into Virtue. We have our basic lands for Blood Moon. And didn't want to fetch another plains because obviously, I mean, that would have given us double white if they do Blood Moon, but if they don't have Blood Moon, I'd rather. I also need double black. Sweet card here. Interesting. Want to hit their Utopia Sprawl. It does slow me down a lot. Like a lot. Next turn they're going to go Blood Braid. So the question is, going to go Souls, then go double Virtue. I can go Auriok Champion here. Can't do Champion and Ghost Quarter though. Yikes. So they're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that. Forest. Because then they have to choose, then they have to lose Blood Braid, which is kind of nice. So let's do this. And let's do that now. Get rid of Blood Braid. It's kind of tough because now Molten Rain or something like, or not Molten Rain, I guess. Molten Rain can't hit me, but Stone Rain would be annoying. What, did they really just end up with another, or did they decline to, wait, what? Did they just have another Blood Braid on top? Oh, after the draw, okay. Wait, oh, if it's a non-basic, it deals 2. Okay, I was going to say, I didn't think they could do that. So, this is tough here, because I want to get a basic swamp, but that... Basic swamp, virtue attack, or Auriok Champion. I guess the Auriok Champion doesn't do enough right now, it's fine. I think I'd rather get this down. The next turn, regardless, I should be able to Lingering Souls. So they're going to hit Blood Moon there, so it's a good thing I got the swamp now. Want to trade here? Probably not. So what I'd like to do is do this. The next turn I'll attack with the land with 3, flip the landing, disenchant Blood Moon, and then we're pretty well set up. Including Lingering Souls in the graveyard. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll flip off all these. Yep. Now if I can disenchant here, get another plains, maybe a Godless Shrine just in case. Yes. Do that. No, we're looking pretty good here. Stormbreath Dragon's the scariest thing they can do, I think. Okay, it's fine. I mean, it turns off my Adonto, but Lingering Souls or Sorin. Let's Sorin here. And Courser blocks champion, so we won't attack there. That's fine trade. Okay. And I think we're going to be all right here. Because we can go and do that. Yes. And then they jump block, go to 4. I guess they could have a sweeper, which maybe would have made it better for me to not flashback souls, but active Sorin's pretty good. Even if they did have an anger or something. Well, I might Warrior Champion lives, for what it's worth. Okay.